welcome to 2016's very first episode of Live from Kat's Couch. I'm your host, Kat Endsley, and as you can tell, this is my couch. Today we're going to be discussing a whole bunch of stuff that's already happened in 2016. We're only 12 days into this new year, and already so much stuff has gone down. We're going to do the Golden Globes and all that, all the fun, really weird stuff that's been happening. But first, I want to take a second and really pay tribute to somebody who we lost just a few days ago, the great David Bowie. David Bowie passed away on Sunday at the age of 69 after an 18-month battle with cancer. And we were told he died very peacefully in his home, surrounded by friends and family, and his wife Iman was there, his kids, and it's just such a devastating loss, I think, to this community, just the community of artists in general, like not just singers, not just actors, not just gender benders, just to society. We have lost an incredible talent. He wasn't just a singer or an artist or he was everything. He is the first person that made being weird okay. He started out, Iggy Stardust with, face paint. He's wearing, he's on stage in just teeny tiny little undies, or he's in covered in glitter and the makeup and the blue suits and the different kinds of hair and the labyrinth, and he made it okay to be you, and if you was weird, that's fine. Just be you. And as long as you're kind to others and as long as you care and you're a genuine person, you should be, able to do whatever you want. And David Bowie was, I feel like David Bowie is probably the entire reason that, we are having all of these amazing discussions about the transgender community and about, the LGBTQ community and about, people who do not identify as either gender, the gender neutral people, and all of these things I feel like are possible because David Bowie started it all. I know that there were, Martha Wash, and there's been a whole bunch of other just incredible people in these communities, but David Bowie was the first one who was like out there and in your face, and he didn't care. He's like, yeah, maybe, he's rumored to have had an affair with Mick Jagger at some point in his life. He was the very first person to call out MTV in the early 80s for not playing black artists' music videos on television. He's called out people for, being anti-gay, anti-black, anti-Muslim, anti-anything that wasn't just good people. And David Bowie, it hurts. Like, I truly feel a loss. And I just hope that his incredible persona and just his legacy lives on forever and ever. There are so many people that are on Twitter right now, all these like tweens that are asking, who's this David Bowie guy? Why is everybody so upset? Educate your children, people. Tell them about David Bowie. Tell them about the Beatles. Tell them about Carol Burnett. Tell them about Julie Andrews. Tell them about Christopher Plummer. Tell them about Charlie Chaplin. Tell them about people that this industry was built on top of. Talk to them about Judy Garland. Talk to them, about Mickey Rooney. Talk to them about these people that's, that this industry is now based on. The fact that there's so many people going out there asking questions about who David Bowie is, it hurts, because they should know who he is. We should teach people about the greats who started all of this. And it just breaks my heart that there's so many people out there that don't know who he is, and now we live in a world without David Bowie. And that sucks. I mean, he was my sexual awakening in the Labyrinth. Come on, all you girls most girls out there can probably say the same thing. I mean, the Goblin King, hello, hotness. But I just want to say how grateful I am to have lived in a time where David Bowie was around and was an artist and was a man and did what he did. So David, thank you so much. You made being weird okay. And I personally probably would not be as insane as I am without you. So I hope you rest in peace. I hope you and my friend Sean have a really damn good time up there. So, we love you, David. Thank you for everything that you did for us. Now, on to something a little more happy. The Golden Globes. Guys, the Golden Globes were this week. Now, I love award shows. Anybody who knows me knows I'm an award show freak. I ask off work so that I can be home to see the award shows. Like, I don't care. I love award shows. And this year was no exception. A lot of people say like, oh, it's the lowest, you know, Golden Globes, blah, 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 blah. Not a lot of people watch award shows, guys. Just deal with it. It's okay. A whole bunch of people have been all pissed off that Ricky Gervais was, you know, super in your face. You know, he made fun of everyone. Sean Penn, Jennifer Lawrence, Caitlyn Jenner, Mel Gibson, Ben Affleck, Matt Damon. I mean, come on, guys. Here's the deal. If you're pissed off that he, you know, was politically incorrect, it's Ricky Gervais. That's what you hired. You hired a man who celebrities despise because he makes them feel like such crappy people, because he's just so damn mean. But the thing is, you hired him. You hired mean. You know it's Ricky Gervais. You know the crap he says. You know he's not gonna, you know, he's not gonna sugarcoat anything. He even said in his first, the opening speech that I've got 3 Golden Globes and one of them I keep by the bedside table, you know, for things. Yes, that's me making a joke about shoving a Golden Globe that I've won up my ass. That is the man that you hired. So stop getting all butthurt when he's making fun of you, or making fun of Caitlyn Jenner, or making fun of J-Law. It's Ricky Gervais, people. It's like saying that I don't know, it's like getting mad at Donald Trump for being a racist. I mean, that's a whole different can of worms. We're not gonna do that today, because that'll just get me on like an hour-long rant about how stupid he is and how the fact that half of America is gonna vote for him, and it just devastates me to my soul. Blah, 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 blah. Entertainment, happy things, not politics. But come on, guys, it's Ricky Gervais. Like, get over yourself. Get over it. He's gonna offend every human being in the room. That's his job. That's Ricky. You hired him. You deal with it. Quit bitching. Thank you very much. The Golden Globes, the actual award ceremony, started with a lot of upsets. There was, you know, very clear frontrunners in category for, you know, supporting actor, supporting actress, lead actor, lead actress, and a lot of them were upsets. We started off the night with Kate Winslet winning for Best Supporting Actress for Steve Jobs. Now, I love Kate Winslet. Kate Winslet, in my opinion, can do no wrong. She's like, she's a young Meryl Streep. She's incredible. But out of everyone who was nominated, she was kind of like at the bottom of, you know, winning possibilities. She, you know, I thought it was going to go to Jennifer Jason Leigh for The Hateful Eight. I was wrong. I went to Kate Winslet, which, congrats, Kate Winslet, you're amazing. Her reaction was priceless. She truly did not expect to win, and then right before she started her acceptance speech, she actually said the phrase, "I've gotta piss." Which, I mean, come on. Kate Winslet holding a Golden Globe going, "I gotta piss," and then turning around and having an acceptance speech. It's amazing. So that was how the night started out, which I found amazing. There was a trend this evening on the that evening, the Golden Globe night, with all the presenters trying really hard to be comedians. It started off with Jonah Hill attempting to be the bear from The Revenant, which I get the concept. I understand why we did that. It didn't work. I'm sorry, Jonah. It didn't work. Next time, just pull out the fake penis from Wolf of Wall Street and you should be fine. And then, like, you know, not Matt Damon, Ryan Gosling and Brad Pitt tried to be all funny with like a fake feud, and it was just kind of really awkward, and I don't know, the funniest person to me, oh my gosh, I'm blanking on her name, but the girl from Blind Spot, who looked flawless, by the way, who was staring right into the camera. She's like, who's writing this shit? Like, what's going on? She was amazing. She's also stunning. I think she might have been my favorite dress of the entire night, with that green, with like the amazing, like, you know, the design on it and like the shapes, and she looked absolutely beautiful. There weren't a whole lot of bad dresses except for Jane Fonda. What were you wearing? Oh my god, were you going to a quinceañera? What's going on there? All the ruffles, but yeah, so we started off with an upset with Kate Winslet, and then also the comedy television category had a lot of very big surprises. I love My Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. I think Jennifer Bloom is hilarious, amazing. And she won. She won! I mean, a show that barely even got picked up, like she said in her speech. And she was saying, you know, 2 years ago I was, you know, this woman watched my YouTube channel and now I'm holding a Golden Globe. You give me hope. You give me hope that maybe that can be me in 2 years. All right, Golden Globes 2018, we're doing this. And your video beforehand where you were like, you know, body rolling with your corset and your Spanx and you couldn't breathe and it was funny as crap. I loved it. You were amazing. And then another big upset was a lot of people, myself included, thought Transparent was just going to sweep the comedy category. It did not. It did not win anything. We did not get Jeffrey Tambor up there, which, you know, I haven't seen Mozart in the Jungle, which I know now I have to binge watch it, which I can't because I have Amazon. Woo! But it was, you know, Mozart in the Jungle winning was a huge surprise to me. And also the actor from Mozart in the Jungle beating out Jeffrey Tambor. Huge surprise. Huge surprise. I did not expect that to happen at all. Even one of the other comedic actors who was nominated was reading a book that said, when his face popped up, that said "Losing Gracefully to Jeffrey Tambor." I mean, everyone thought it was going to be Jeffrey Tambor, but Hoffa had a different idea. So good job, Mozart in the Jungle. I'm going to watch all of you now. I also need to watch Mr. Robot because Christian Slater won for that, and that was also a big like, oh, really interesting. I mean, good for you. Good for you, Christian Slater. However, you know, that's just another show that a lot of people weren't expecting. And what else was really, really interesting to me is that in most of the television categories, the only like network that was nominated was HBO. Everything else was Netflix, Amazon, Hulu. Like, dude, these little, you know, I like to call them my little Roku channels. They're kicking some serious ass and taking some serious names. So hire me. Hi, I'm available. I work for, you know, just help me, hire me. Okay, anyway, that was creepy. We won't do that again. So then we get to film and the best actor, which The Martian was a comedy, apparently, this year. I mean, that and Trainwreck, I mean, I laughed so hard at The Martian. A guy stranded on a planet having to grow food out of his own feces and probably about to die for years. It's just a knee slapper. Come on, Hoffa, really? Comedy, The Martian. But it let Matt Damon win, which I thought was really awesome. I love Matt Damon. I thought he was great in the film. And Ridley Scott took director, which is also fantastic. Good job, Ridley. And it took Best Picture Comedy, obviously. And then we get to drama. Guys, it's Leo's year. It's Leo's year. It's Leo's year. Leo's gonna totally win. Leo won. Leo won. Now, I think that we've had a very, very strong year, especially with the male actors in the drama category. But Leo in The Revenant, if you haven't seen it, go see it. Go see it in theaters. Don't borrow a screener. It's not the same. In the theater, it doesn't feel like 2.5 hours. He seriously maybe has like 20 lines in a whole 2.5 hour film. He is in the snow. He's in the dirt. He's in the water. He's sleeping inside of dead animals. He put himself through hell for this role, which he does with every role. Leo is absolutely incredible, and he is very underappreciated in the award circuit, I believe. But I think The Revenant was just absolutely stunning, and I am going to go ahead and predict that Alejandro Iñárritu will go 2 for 2. I think Alejandro Iñárritu is going to win director again. The only person at the Academy Awards I think could possibly beat him out for director is Ridley Scott. I don't believe Ridley Scott has won an Oscar yet, and since Alejandro won last year for Birdman, it might, you know, go to Ridley instead. However, I think that The Revenant was one of the most beautiful films I've seen in like the last 10 years. And I think that it deserves editing, it deserves, I think Tom Hardy deserves the nomination, to be perfectly honest. I thought Tom Hardy was absolutely great. He had such just a creep factor about him, which normally Tom Hardy, I'm like, Tom Hardy, you're so hot. No, you were horrible, I hate you, in that film role. But I was very, very excited for Leo, very excited for Alejandro, very excited for The Revenant. Really hoping that that's a repeat at the Oscars this year, even though I think that, you know, Eddie still has a chance to beat out Leo for The Danish Girl. I also think that Brie Larson for Room. I have not seen Room yet. If anybody has a screener of Room, send it my way. I really want to watch it. I've loved her since United States of Terra. I think she's absolutely adorable. Also, did you see her abs in that dress? Holy crap, I need to start doing sit-ups. But I think it was just a very interesting Golden Globes. You know, lots of humor. Also, Mel Gibson showed up, which is always entertaining. Mel Gibson, lay off the tanner. You're starting to look like George Harrison. Not a cute look. Seriously, stop tanning so damn much. You look nasty. But overall, I thought it was a really, really good night. A lot of people I know were like, oh, it's so long, it's so this and that. I kind of love that. I love when, you know, awards, especially when with champagne flowing at award shows. Like last year, Emma Thompson showed up just like with a martini in one hand and her shoes in the other. She just could not care less. But yeah, so I think that the Golden Globes were extremely fun this year. Also, Lady Gaga won. Hey girl, get it, hotel, And also everyone who's making a big deal about this whole like Leo Gaga feud that's happening, there is no feud. There's no feud. He was sitting like this, she bumped his elbow trying to get by because those tables are like super close together, and she startled him. That's all it was. She startled him, people. He does not like Lady Gaga. There's not like a feud going on between the two of them. Calm down. It just happened. There's even a great moment where right after Leo won, Alejandro was showing him that was like trending, and he was like, oh god. It's like, this is trending now. He's like, great, now people are gonna think I hate Lady Gaga, and I don't. She scared me. Because she brushed by me and I didn't know that she was gonna brush by me. So everyone, leave that alone. Just let it be. Let it be. Alright, so that is live from Kat's Couch for January 12th, 2016. Please click to subscribe so I can continue to do videos for people because I really love this. I love discussing everything that happens in Hollywood and in this crazy town and in this crazy industry. So please, you know, leave a comment below if there's something specific you want to ask me, if you think that there's a topic that I should talk about, if there's, you know, really anything you want to hear, just let me know. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for joining me for the very first episode of 2016's Live from Kat's Couch. I'm your host, Kat Endsley. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Kat Endsley. Follow me, friend me. Let's make this work, guys. All right, thank you so much, and I will see you later. Bye.